Okay, let me make sure. It should have popped up. Says we're live. All right, we're live now.
Sweet.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, let me share really quick since we don't have any.
One person is watching.
Since we don't have anyone. Yeah. Please don't do that.
Okay.
I'm sharing to the groups really quickly. Almost done.
Caleb J. Jade. It's Queen.
Okay. So we will just get started. I just want to start with a introduction of the three of us on here, and then we can move forward with today's activities. Hello, everybody. I am Shay Breon Howard. I am the co-founder and co-host of the Sickle Cell Experience Live, and I am also a writer, poet, um, author, filmmaker, photographer. I wear a lot of hats. One of my most important ones is I am a mother of a beautiful 7-year-old, Nyla.
Hi.
And I just wanted to you okay. I was gonna introduce you, but okay, yes, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Nyla, and when I grow up, I'm gonna be a doctor.
You wanna be a doctor?
Yeah, and find a cure for sickle cell.
And what do you have? What connection do you have to sickle cell?
So I could learn how to take care of you.
Because your mother has sickle cell?
Yeah.
And your grandmother had sickle cell?
Yeah.
And what do you have?
Sickle cell trait.
All right then. Alrighty. So that is Nyla. And I want to pass the mic on to Tracy over there.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tracy or Trey Icart. I have sickle beta thalassemia. I work with the Sickle Cell Experience with various art projects. And I'm excited for today to hear some poetry, to get some art going. If you want to join us, feel free to click the link, or I think it's there.
Yes, it's
So,
in
yeah, I'm
the
excited. What do
description.
we have first, Shay?
Well, we're gonna let Nyla Darling here say her poem, and then I'll get to some poetry from myself.
It's called Dustpan Cookies. Baking some cookies. There was a knock on the door. I jumped to enter it. The pan fell into the floor. I stood among the cookie crumbs, wondering what to do when I saw the broom leaning against the wall. Suddenly I knew. I bent and swept them up. As quickly as I could, I rushed them to your door, just like any good friend should. And that's my poem.
Thank you so much, Nyla.
Yay! Get the
Yes,
snap. Get the snap.
that was a very beautiful poem, and you did great
That was wonderful,
performing
Nyla.
it. Want to know something I haven't told you yet?
Yes.
Mommy dedicated her first poetry book to you that I'm publishing. Isn't that grand? All right, you may be excused. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. She's so cute.
All right, guys. I guess it's time for my poetry. Let me get to it. So, I'm going to give you guys a little announcement. I'm not announcing it to, well, technically, I am announcing it to the world right now because anybody could come on and click in and hear my news. But since I'm so far along on my journey to publishing my first poetry book, I just wanted to let everybody know that soon and very soon, hopefully sometime in September, I will actually have published my very first poetry book. I have a book out already on Amazon, but this is a little different because that book is fiction, and this one is literally like the title of the book is The Deepest Parts of Me, because it is. It's literally the deepest parts of me. And so, whatever I'm feeling, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm frustrated, if I'm angry, the poetry side of me gets it. So I have tons and tons of poetry, and I do have a lot of sickle cell poems because for some reason, when I'm sick and in pain, I write my poetry to take my power back, right? So I have a lot of poetry from when I was just sick and in pain and feeling like, oh my goodness, I need to take my power back because there's a lot going on right here, right now. So, um, before I start my poetry, though, I just wanted to kind of this title of this episode of the Sickle Cell Experience is art appreciation. Now, it's art appreciation because last week was the actual topic for last week, and we didn't get to go live, so I kind of added a 2-for-1 special in there, and I just want to talk about the artists that I want to appreciate, the artists that inspire me to be a better artist, to be a better person, to just, you know, brought me on this journey in where I'm at right now in my life. So, starting with Zora Neale Hurston, I love her. Like, she is an amazing author, writer. Um, I totally love her work. I love the Harlem Renaissance in general. So, there's not really a poet or writer anything, music, everything from that era was amazing. Like when you think black excellence, if you don't think of the Harlem Renaissance, you're sleeping.
Facts.
You'd have died and you'd have gone somewhere else, because if you don't know, it's just not, they were not to be played with. And I love how they were all connected in some way, one way or the other, from the writers to the singers to the jazz musicians to everything. The activists, everything. So it was pretty great. Um I'm also inspired by Maya Angelou. She is amazing. She is one of the first writers, poets that I read and realized, like, oh, this is a black woman and she is amazing. And she has the courage to say her words with conviction, however she feels about it, you know. And her story is amazing, from being mute for so long in her life. Well, she didn't talk. I don't know if you would consider that as mute, because she could talk. She just didn't. But um, yeah. If you guys don't know her story, go look her up. She's amazing too. I swear, it's so many amazing black people in this world, but um, I just want to kind of give recognition to those people, but also to the people throughout my life that I was definitely inspired by, that their art form inspired me. Um, so many. I know that when I was in the choir in church, um, my godmom used to play the heck out of a piano, okay? Like break them. And she was amazing with that. Shout out to Shalivia Jones. And Merlin Ray had the fiercest, most amazing, I should say have, because she still sings and she's still amazing, most fiercest. I used to think Patti LaBelle who, because when I tell you this woman can blow, okay? So I was inspired by her. And growing up, I didn't realize how much, but now that I'm older, I really do realize, like, it's the people that kind of built those stepping stones to who you are as a person, especially artistically, that really makes up who you are artistically.
Facts.
Hey, um, so moving right along, I also want to say I'm inspired by Trey over here.
Ah, thank you.
I
Thank you.
truly,
Likewise.
ever since I met you and you were doing art and you were showing me, and I were filming you, it was just so amazing. So I was like super excited to even know you, and I was like, oh man, she's amazing.
We've
I
come a
hope
long way,
she grows.
Shay.
I know, right? Like she is like my sister friend, okay? Like to the end.
For real.
So I'm super happy about that. I'm also inspired by Hertz Nazir. His art is amazing. His dedication to his art is amazing. That's my brother, and I love him. And I hope that he knows that. Uh, it's so many people that I'm actually inspired by, especially in this community. Like the artistry in this community is crazy. I don't think I have the time literally to sit here and name everybody. But you just want to give people their flowers while they're here, and that's just for anybody. You want to make sure people know how you feel. So
Well, thank
that's
you, Shay. Thank you, thank you.
thank you. So who are some of the people who inspire you before I start my poetry?
Um, let's see. Poetry wise, I think you hit it on the head. With Zora Neale Hurston. That was one of my favorites. Langston
Oh,
Hughes.
yes.
Um, there's so many. You know, when I think of poets, I think of one of my favorite actually singers, Jill Scott, who is really a poet. Like, and she really inspires me as far as poetry. As far as art, I'm inspired by just different cultures, like different. How do I pull it? Number one, the first thing that comes to mind obviously is Basquiat, abstract painter. Um, Claude Monet. I'm like, there's so many. Kandinsky, um, Magritte. There's so many that I'm inspired by different artists. In the sickle cell community in general, there's so many artists, and I love seeing what everyone is doing. So, yes, stay strong and just keep going.
Absolutely. And those of you who are watching, thank you for watching. And if you have someone who inspires you artistically or who is an artist, feel free to put it in the comments. And thank you for watching. Make sure you like and share this video, please. We would appreciate it. Um, all right, so I think I've stalled enough. I'm gonna get right to this poetry.
Yeah.
Um, speaking of being inspired by someone, this poem that I wrote was actually inspired by somebody that is no longer with us, but he is the one of the most amazing men that I've met in my life. Like he is
Dude,
great.
I already know who you gonna say. Yes.
Yes, Diamond Ray Edmondson. He, especially as a poet, can nobody touch that. And I just remember being inspired by him one day, and I was writing a poem, a sickle cell poem, and as soon as I finished it, I called him and I was like, "Hey, I wrote this poem, and you inspired me to write it." And it's kind of like because I was kind of like trying to adapt his the way his cadence, the way that he spoke, the way that he performed his poetry, just because I was so inspired by it. And I just was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. And I wrote the poem and I read it to him. He was like, wow, that was great. I was like, you really liked it? He was like, yeah. So I got the diamond seal of approval on
Yes.
this poem. So I want to start with this one. And it's actually the first poem in my book as well. So here we go. It's called 10 Shots. Sometimes I know, sorry, let me blow it up a little bit because I'm a little blind. There we go. Sometimes I never know how real my feelings is until I put the pen to the paper and let my heart bleed. One shot. I'm hit unexpectedly and it's too complicated to breathe. Two shots. The negativity is affecting me. It keeps testing me, steady trying to infect me. Three shots. It's not looking too good. Someone called the family. It seems as if cardiac arrest is next. Four shots. I laid my life on the line for people who never cared for me. I stayed down because I'm a real one, but every time I'm in need, there's no one there for me. Five shots. The pain in my heart tries to constantly take over my brain, but I won't let it change how far I've came. Six shots. I am uncertain of how much more my body can take. Close to giving up and just planning my wake. Seven shots. The pain still remains, diminishing any hope I have of feeling normal again. Eight shots. I have had quite enough, but I came way too far to think about giving up. Nine shots. I imagine my time being spent some other place instead of locked away like I'm in a prison. Each dose that is sent to relieve my pain is more lethal than the sickle cells that's stuck in my veins. 10 shots. When does it end? When does the pain stop? Anxiety at its highest point, causing my heart rate to speed up, then drop. Cold blue. Is it over? Not quite. Ask me why. My will to live will fight this sickness and give me life until I truly fulfill my purpose on this earth. My life is worth living, so I take those 10 shots again and again. This illness up against a queen like me, it just will not win. So that was 10 shots.
Ooh.
You
Okay, okay, okay.
know, I try.
Yes.
Whew, that one, I don't even remember what I was doing, but I know sickle cell had me messed up. I know that.
Mm.
Okay, so hold on. I have this poem here, but it's let me make sure it's PG. Don't judge me. It's okay. We all have moments.
It happens.
Yeah.
No judgment on my part.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna read that one. Let me stop. All right. Um, let's do Superwoman. There we go. That's something. I got a superhuman mentality in a world full of RIP sickle cell constantly causing a mass number of fatalities.
Crying outside.
I have been forced to self reflect and decide whether or not to chase my dreams or let my fears of truly living cripple me, trick me out of going for everything I deserve, the God given mission I was destined for. The pain I continue to endure on the daily has got me feeling like I got superhuman strength. Every time I feel as if I'm too weak and I can't carry on this fight, I dig deep down inside, activate my superpowers, and rise. Just like the superwoman I am. I won't give any villain the opportunity to win the battle within, and I'm fighting to my last breath as if I was Clark Kent. My superpowers were heaven sent to annihilate anything that ever tries to get in my way. So that was Superwoman. I think I wrote that from the emergency room. I'm pretty sure. Was sick. Okay. Let's um let's go on to room to grow. Mm, this is a good one. The pain that builds inside of me gives me a false sense of weakness. There are times when I lose hope and I don't trust God to see me through this. I'm still here, so I'm blessed. I have been through so much in this thing called life. It's a cold war for sure. To be perfectly honest, I still have room to grow. It's not it's time to spread my wings and challenge myself to do great things, despite the illness that tries so hard to hinder me, keep me complacent, repeating the same thing, dreaming the same dreams without setting goals. I let it fuel me to do better, find the lesson in each pain episode, turn mind and pain into thought provoking victory. Sickle cell is not who I am, it's only what I have. I will no longer let it hold me back. I now have room to grow. So that was room to grow.
I know that's right.
You
I forgot I was on mute.
said you forgot you were on
I
mute.
forgot I was on mute.
Uh oh. Okay, let's see. Mm. So I have this poem called I Wonder, and it's about my dad and his death. So bear with me because I usually do not say this poem because I don't like being emotional.
Let's hear it.
I'm a
Ready? I'm
spiritual
ready.
gangster. You feel me? You can't be having me all on the live crying and all that. So,
Ah, you ready? I'm ready.
okay. Whew. All right. Now, if it get a little too high, we're going to have to go on. We're going to have to go on. All right. It's called I Wonder. I wonder what his last night was like. The thought crosses my mind every single day of my life. I wonder if he ever realized he was late. What was he intending to do? And did he break his promise intentionally? I waited up for him all night long, but he never came for me. Constantly calling, wondering where is he? We had church in the morning. He was supposed to watch me play the drums. I was fully prepared to make my daddy proud on Father's Day. That chance was unfortunately taken away by gunshots and left a pain that won't go away. It took me 16 years to realize that I harbored resentment for the way my dad died. I feel like one bad decision to break his promise to his little girl may have cost him his life. I wonder what his last day of life was like. What was he doing? Who was he with? I wonder all the time, why did my dad have to die? I had already lost my mother at 7 years old. Now at 10, I lose the first man I ever loved. As a little girl, I was torn inside. I was angry. I was hurt. I lost the only parent I had left. Questions constantly run through my mind over and over again. I wondered how I would grow up and get married without him being able to walk me down the aisle. He wouldn't be he wouldn't be there to give me away. I wondered how happy he would have been if he could have met my child. What type of grandpa would he be? It hurts my soul when my daughter asks questions about my mother and father. Where they at? Where are they at? What are their names? I guess it hurts the most because she will never get to know the magnificent grandparents who love her so much. I wonder how much of my life my father's death will crush my heart. The healing has begun, but the pain remains after a decade. So that was what I wonder.
Oh, Shay.
Woo! I got a little shaky there for a second. I was like, oh, I hope it's not no more. I
Well,
don't know if I can take it.
that's a sensitive topic.
It is. It is definitely. I was not expecting well, you know what? When I put it in my so like I said, I'm getting ready to publish a poetry book. And when I put it in the you know, the format to be published, I was like, do I really want to go there? Like I kind of second guessed myself for a second. But then I thought about the title of the book, which is The Deepest Parts of Me. So that means that I need to truly let it out to heal. And just writing it out sometimes isn't good enough. So,
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
That was a yeah. So I'm gonna flip it since I just went really, really, really sad. I'm gonna uh say a poem that I wrote about Nyla, which is my sunshine. It's actually the title of the poem. Hello, thank you for joining. All right. I am more than grateful that the Lord has blessed me with you. Your beauty and your strength is something I admire more and more every day. Your intellect sometimes reflects your own independence. I wrote this when she was 3, so it says at 3 years
Wow.
old. At 3 years old, you have an old, gentle soul, a constant reminder that you've been here before. Each day I am blessed with you, my best friend. I thank God for this unconditional love. A love that won't ever leave me and is here to stay. You are the sunshine in the midst of my storm. My number one job is to protect you, build you up to the queen you are meant to be. For now, I crown you my princess, the one who holds the key to my heart and the secret to my smile. You are the sunshine in the midst of my storm, sent by God Himself as my rainbow child. So that was my sunshine. It is yeah, that's a happy, different way to take things. Whew. Sorry guys. I got allergies today. So every now and again you might hear the horn blow.
Every now and again.
I did have highlight here. Now you can tell how many allergies I got going on because there is no highlight going on no more. It's just shade. I'm fine with that, but geez. Okay. Ooh, how about respect? That's a good one. All right. I'm not here for a popularity contest. I do not strive for anyone's acceptance. I'm starting to believe there is no amount of words I can say that will get you to understand my condition. This life has been a gift and a curse. I live with this terrible pain deep within my veins. Life has been my greatest teacher. Each lesson came from the crisis I've had that caused me to wrestle with death himself since birth. My will to live proceeds anything he thinks he can throw at me. I thank God for his favor. Thank the Lord for casting the enemy away, far away from me to give me more time. I have been through a lot, and it took all that for me to discover what it is I really want: respect. All right.
Facts.
Now
That's it, and that's all.
that's a fact,
Yes,
okay?
that's all it boils down to.
Because I don't want to be liked. I don't care about being liked. I truly don't. You can like me or you don't have to like me. Personally, it don't make me no difference. But if as long as you respect me, I respect you and we good. Don't matter.
Does not matter.
The moment that line is crossed, I hope you're ready for what come with it. All right. So I have one that's called Stay True. I tried to before I start saying this poem, I tried to type out this one poem I have called Blood Pressure before this, but it didn't happen. I didn't have enough time. Um so I think I only got like 5 lines, and it's a nice sized poem. Let's put it there. And I'm gonna say it later, but I'm just saying that to say this. Bear with me. Everybody who's listening,
Noted.
because my handwriting is something different. Like y'all think I'm reading this poetry from this iPad different and I can't see. I ain't got no glasses on. But my handwriting, I don't know. Sometimes it's a hit and a miss. And it's I mean it's not too bad, but
I'm sure
it's a
it's
little
not that
crazy.
bad.
It's a little, it could be better. That's all
A
I'm
little wonky.
saying. It'll be all right though. But it's a really good poem, so I'm gonna say it. So this one is called Stay True again. So I'm gonna start this one. I am and forever will be uncompromisingly true to myself. The amount of people who really don't know me and expect me to lose myself. Nah, it took way too long to find her. She's gonna be here a while. Try forever. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to stay true to myself. It's a big accomplishment to know who I am at this point in life. I strive for greatness that already lives in me. I am an open book, so there's nothing no one can use against me. I stay true to myself because these frauds ain't real. Real people don't have to announce themselves. They just say what's real no matter what. Who don't like it at the end of the day? I got flaws and emotional scars that should have buried me years ago. But I'm too stubborn to stay down. Patience is the virtue, or so I'm told. My time to me is too precious to waste. I put love and passion into everything that I do. I stand for something greater than myself. I see the good in most and believe I'm not the only one who can change myself for the better. I speak life instead of death because I know the weight my words can carry. My Father in heaven ain't done working on me. I have already came so far because despite of what the world expects of me, I stay true to myself. So that's yeah, that was true.
Yes.
Then we have John Wick. I fight for those who long to be remembered. Sorry, I'm gonna start that over.
Run it back.
Okay. Again, the poem is called John Wick. I fight for those who long to be remembered. As I stand alone, I feel it in my bones. A war on the rise. A war is on the rise. Look me in my eyes. Do you see something Sickle Cell has tried to victimize? I have tried to internalize my struggle. Losing the closest to me has only made me become the troublemaker. I'm as precise as John Wick with all my assassin's tools. Creativity is my gun. My words are the bullets. It rains out the same pain I have been burdened with. I'm kicking ass and taking names. I'm out here killing the game. I'm not just talking about it. I'm the silent type. Plan and execute my mission. Consider the Consider me the black magic version of John Wick. The silent killer think he's Michael Jackson bad. Strategically taking all of my fellow soldiers one by one, knocking me down time and time again. I have to admit there are times I feel helpless. The burden of danger is evident. Sickle cell can take me out, and of, I'm sorry, I'm just one name scratched off his hit list. Dang. A crime to sickle cell can't be more perfect. Except sickle cell didn't expect me to fight this hard. I will go to the end of the earth, hunt SD down, and make the headshot I deserve. Bury sickle cell down to the dirt. I was born for this fight. I am the black magic version of John Wick. So that was John Wick. I kind of messed up.
Ooh,
That was, you know.
let it out. I love it.
Okay.
So, why?
I'm trying to see. What is? I'm looking for this one poem and I don't know what. Wait, where'd it go? It's not supposed to be this far down. Um, okay, so we're gonna call this one a haiku. It's good though.
With
So
that,
you know, it's called Skin. Does my royal skin offend you? Should I turn down my manel? I'm sorry. Should I turn down my blah. Should I turn down my melanin for you? My skin is a weapon that is used to execute. I'm sorry, that is used as an excuse to abuse me. My skin is an and it's okay. I'm gonna start over
got this.
because okay, let me blow it up. That's there we go. There
Take
she
your
goes.
time, take your time. Got
Okay. Does my royal skin offend you? Should I turn down my melanin for you? My skin is a weapon that is used as an excuse to abuse me. My skin in all its power makes you uncomfortable. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I won't change because I'm proud of my skin. So that was Skin. I'm not done. I don't know if I'm done with it yet, like cuz I could go much further, but I feel like if I go further
I think like any art though, like you do it, and then you come back to it, and then you want to change something.
yeah, that's pretty much how this poem started too cuz it took a minute for me to really find where I really wanted to go with it in the first place because
Hmm.
there were so many places I could go with Skin that
Hmm.
I was like, I don't know. You would think that I know, but I don't. Um,
Creative freedom.
yeah. So I suppose I can read blood pressure. Okay. This is one of my poetry books. My daughter earlier, she's like, "How many do you have?" And I was like, "I don't know, like 4, 5. I don't know.
Hmm.
I be in different books that I had no idea I had poetry in. I was like, oh, I wrote that.
Ooh, where that come from?
I'm telling you, I just
That's how you know you love your craft.
yeah, been doing this since I was 7. I better love
Why
it.
do I do this?
Okay, blood pressure. I'm a mixture between confused, peace, and rage. How can I continue to go on like this? Ailments in my body creating situations that are constantly failing me, while I struggle to keep the anger inside of me at bay. Disease is trying to take me out. Okay, sorry, it was reloading. The connection kind of went bad for a second. So I'm going to say that last line over. Um, I got enough diseases trying to take me out. I have to also worry about the officer who looks at me with doubt. Or what about the world full of Karens and Beckys using their white privilege to eradicate my race? Just because you fear I might be that one black girl who would cause you pain. What about my pain? What about my pain? I cry tears of blood for every time a black man or a little black boy falls either into a trap of oppression or aggression. because they're not safe anywhere. So why not become the very monster you want them to be? They will be safer in a gang. I'm not agreeing with that culture. I'm just saying to my young black brothers who were left with no options. And a sister understands. For those black men who have done everything right but still get scared when being pulled over because you don't know what type of cops you're going to get. My heart cries every time I see a recording of injustice. The doctor's telling me, Miss Howard, keep your blood pressure down. My response is, you tell me how. With all this madness going around, I can do everything to fix my health and go to my appointment and get beat or shot down. So tell me, how can I keep the pressure from building, blood from pumping, anger boiling in my stomach, fear rising in my throat? I can do I can do it all to be taken serious, and the media will still take me for a joke.
Mm.
How can I believe they will ever change the way they treat sickle cell patients properly when cops are still not being held accountable for their blatant brutality? And that was blood pressure.
Ooh, come with it.
I wrote this last May, and we all know what was going on. It was crazy. My
Yep.
blood pressure was crazy. It was not a good May. We'll
Everybody's
just put it
mental
there.
health.
So I had to get it out because it was like, they were like, oh, you have to get your blood pressure down, Miss Howard. And I was like, okay, let's figure out how because I'm black in America.
Woo. Summer madness.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So what you working on there?
I'm working on a quick abstract of the beautiful Miss Aaliyah today. I don't know how many years it's been, but yeah, today is the anniversary of Aaliyah's death.
Oh,
So I
okay.
thought I'd do a quick little abstract of her. It's coming
Check
along
it out.
nicely. It's coming along nicely.
I see that. I'm
Yes.
getting very much Aaliyah vibes.
Yes. And did you see we can now stream her music too?
Yes.
Yes, I'm so happy about that.
I heard that she got 5 million streams in one day when it
Woo!
first came out.
That's what I'm talking about. I
For
love
real.
Aaliyah. I was a major Aaliyah fan
Oh yeah,
back
me too.
then and today.
Okay.
Girl, it never stopped. I sure will go on YouTube and go find all the music I wanted.
And download it. I'm sorry, Aaliyah. I did download it for
I
you.
mean, on YouTube, like.
Mhm. Okay. I have one called Motherhood. I wrote it in cursive. So again, be patient with me. You ever heard that song? Please be patient with me, 'cause God is not through with me yet. No.
I don't think I heard that song.
When God gets through with me. I just sing that in my head all the time because I be, ooh, just be patient with me.
Ooh,
Tip, be patient
God is
with all of it. Okay, I think this is gonna be one of the last poems because we're coming up on an hour, and we're gonna make a couple of announcements after this. So
true.
just gonna I'm gonna say this one is called Motherhood. The painful blessing that is the most underrated and underpaid. For all the times you have sacrificed for your child, financially, physically, or even your sanity. For the tears you've cried in silence, the awesome ways you turn your tears into strength and pull it together so they wouldn't have to feel your sorrow. For the second shadows that will always follow you into forever tomorrows. The late nights and early mornings filled with sick children and doctor moms. For the many excuses you can have to give up and be a statistic, but the way you let your face, I'm sorry, but the way you let it fuel your accomplishments. I commend you. I'm proud of you and everything you do. And that is to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day every day. It was, I guess I wrote it on Mother's Day. So it was to mothers in general. So that was motherhood. I like that one. I might put that in my book. I didn't know I had it. I got a poem for everything. I got a poem for celibacy. Jesus Christ.
Girl, you got something for everybody.
I sure do. Um okay, I'm gonna read one other last one. And I think it's going to be which one? Distraction. Yeah, let's do distraction. It may be the secret key to me conquering my journey through this mind numbing pain. Why do you denote or deny my affliction? Because I refuse to focus on the hell my body is going through when distraction is the better option. I was taught this way of coping with my pain since I was a young one. Do anything to take your mind off your pain, they said. Excuse me. Try anything from writing to movies to video games. Now, as an adult, distracting from my misery means I have no pain. To be honest, I feel that to be insane. How hard is it for you to understand? I don't want to constantly think about the monster living inside of me. Every visit to the hospital, I am filled with anxiety, the fear that this is my last hospital visit. I may not make it back. I fight so hard to make it home to my little girl. Can you fault me for trying to bring a little sunshine to my dark world? Judging by your treatment, I guess you can. I wish sometimes I can be a kid again. Instead of an adult, you think it's lying just to get a fix. Distraction calms my soul when sickle cell is in the mix. If I can make my words mean anything, it will be for you to understand that adults need distractions just as much as kids do. And that was distraction. So,
Yes.
Rashida, yes, I did. Every poem that I read today, I wrote all of them. Uh, I know it's quite a lot. I have way more than that, but I've been, diving deep into my poetry just so that I can pick out what I feel that are the best ones to actually put into my poetry book and publish. So far I think I have like 19. I think I'm gonna go for it like 25, maybe. We'll see. I have so many. I'm like, I don't want the book to be too thick, so we'll see. Sis said, "That's what I'm talking about." Oh man. All right, so I
I'm
truly hope you.
almost done.
Okay.
Almost. Hold on. Okay. Kind of, sort of. I got some layers to do, so maybe not really. I lied.
It
But I
looks good
think
though.
the very basics are done for the benefit of this live.
Okay. Good. So we're good. We're doing good. We have 55 minutes and 35
Okay.
seconds.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that.
I truly hope everyone who watched this enjoyed the poetry, enjoyed the sights of the beautiful Trey Eichhardt's
I'm gonna
art.
do a close up.
Yeah. We got to do that for sure, for sure. um, I hope you all are, in tune with me on Facebook. If not, feel free to add me as a friend. I have many different art forms. I like to call myself a creative genius. I am the self proclaimed creative genius because I do love creating things and I'm really good at it. So, um, with that being said, I have also been working on cooking, right?
Who made
And
it? Who made it?
Chef Shay made it, okay?
Right. That's right.
Now that is my social media for my cooking, which is Chef Shay Made It. So I make a lot of things. It started out with a journey for, just a healthier lifestyle of cooking for kidney disease patients because I'm one of them and I had a really strict diet to adhere to. But I have a little bit of leeway now because I started a new medication. And with that being said, it kind of opened up my palate a little deeper back to where it was at. And I'm able to eat a little different, eat a little better. Because unfortunately, when you have, sorry, mm, when you have potassium issues, especially when you deal with high potassium, it's so difficult to maintain a low or medium potassium diet because all healthy food is rich in potassium. And I've said this so many times, but I was being counterproductive because I was not getting enough nutrients for my sickle cell. And it was just kind of like this terrible circle of like sick that I was tired of being in. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to start a new medication. And so far, so good. I haven't had any side effects. I have definitely had fun making all of the amazing food that I've been able to make lately. And it allowed me to collaborate with so many great people. One being Tracy here, Trey Eichhardt, um, because we're having a couple of special events coming up soon, one being tomorrow. I am doing a live cooking tutorial with a good friend of mine, Chef Roxy,
Chef
who is
Roxanne.
also a chef, and she is definitely like great in her cooking. And so you get to see two people cook for free, show you how to make two totally different meals. Hers, I ain't gonna lie, is a little more healthier than mine's. Because I feel like go big or go home. What are we gonna do? So for me, um, I will be cooking steak and lobster stuffed baked potato. Mm.
Yes. I heard that.
Now I know y'all thinking like, what? Yeah, it's one of those situations, and I can't wait. My daughter is like, you cooking it tonight? No, it's tomorrow. She cannot wait.
She ready. They ready.
Yes, and Chef Roxy will be making chicken with a special sauce and broccoli and rice pilaf. So, like I said, hers is a little bit more healthier than mine, and that's okay because we have our moments. Um, but also for the sake of collaboration, all three of us, myself, Chef Roxy, and Trey Icart here, are doing a special collab for cooking and paint and sip. So you get to learn how to make. This event will be on September 25th. Sorry, before I go into what it is. So September 25th, that gives you 1 month from now, okay, to get your pay for your materials from um Tracy. And also we're going to put out the list of what we're making so you can go and you can buy the stuff and you can actually cook with us and have a great time. It's going to be amazing. And if you want to be a part of it, it's going to be virtual. So you don't have to worry about, oh, it's Corona. I don't want to go out nowhere. Perfect. Neither do we. So that
Say
will
it
be
again.
September 25th. Like I said, we will be having this virtual eat and greet, uh, and also paint and sip. So you'll be able to learn how to cook from me and Roxy, make special sauces, how to plate your dish, make it all pretty, and you can put it all in those Facebook cooking groups that uh clown somebody when their food don't look right. You can finally say, I know what to do.
That's hilarious.
So that we trying to get you right. You know what I'm saying? The holidays are coming up. You gonna need to know how to plate this food. So yeah, the Eventbrite will be up soon. I just wanted to kind of let you all know what's coming in September. Anything you want to add to that, Tracy?
No, that well, yes, that's for September. But I also want to remind everyone that the Cayenne Wellness 13th annual Sickle Cell Seminar is happening in September. Um, I was able to do a painting to help sponsor that event. So if you will, please go to CayenneWellness.org, get your t-shirt, get your sweatshirt, notebook, cups, or mugs rather, and more. I did two paintings. One is called Brave Wings and the other is called Warrior for Life. So check that out. And I'm looking forward to our event coming soon, Shay. So we got a lot of good things popping off in September.
We absolutely do. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. You guys need to get the paint and sip package before the event. So make sure you order it and give yourself enough time for it to come to you. Um, because I don't want to hear, oh, I didn't get mine in time and I want my money back because it's the day before and I ordered it and like, who do you think we are?
So your paint and sip packet will include everything you need: canvas, easel, paint, brushes, you name it, and we'll be here for you. I'll be here for you to walk you through it. If you have any questions or concerns, find me on Instagram, at Trey Icart, or you can reach me here, DM me directly. And if you have any more questions or want more info.
Awesome. You ready to show the close up?
I almost okay.
Okay.
Look, me being a perfectionist.
It happens.
I know.
I swear. I think today went really well. I thank you all for joining. I truly do. Thank you for being patient with us and especially with me in some of my poetry. I
I
can't
feel
find
like
my
I have
glasses
my
now.
back turned the whole time, but y'all know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those.
Close up. Close up. Ooh, I got a lot of art supplies over here. Okay. Don't drop that. Okay, can you guys see this now?
Yes. Okay then.
Yeah, so I got to do some more layers, finish it up, but I got the basics down.
And you sure got the stance. Say that then,
Yes.
sis. Do
90s
that.
all the way, start to finish. Yeah, I got to fill in the pants, make them a little baggier, 90s style, and make her skin a little even. But yes, for an hour, I think that's pretty good.
I know you did that. Okay.
Woo!
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah, forever.
Yes, rest in peace. She definitely had her time with her music because it's amazing to this day and relevant. Yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
Yes.
This is
But
so
yeah,
great.
look out for the payments and packets. So they'll be up soon within the next week, I imagine. So that's all.
Okay, and before we go, I just want to shout out one other artist that I am definitely inspired by, especially makeup wise. Yeah, I know y'all be seeing this whole beat I be doing sometime. And I just want to say to Shaquanza, love, you are amazing. And if you end up watching this, I want to say thank you. If you guys are in Florida, look her up because she beats. This is nothing compared to what she can do, but I'm inspired by her as well. So I just wanted to say that because I was looking at my makeup and I was like, okay then. So with that being said, do you have anything to say before I close this?
Nah, I think everything's been said. It's a beautiful day. I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday, hump day. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes. But yeah, that's all.
All right. So I will leave you all with my positive words of wisdom. All right, guys, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Until next time, peace. Uh, is it empty? Okay, I pressed